Shalom and peace and blessings to those who may come across this video. I'm actually coming to continue a reading that I started a little bit earlier this rising for those born in late January, early February. I'm inviting only the righteous angels. They should be here already because I never closed that out, but I'm asking for protection from any type of negative or malevolent beings that are not here for our highest good. Okay? I ask for accuracy and all of that. So, this reading, this is actually part 2 of the spiritual guidance reading. I was under the impression I had a doctor's appointment this rising, and so I had to cut the first one off, and so I did pull these cards before I left. They're from the Earth Warrior deck. So let me get that really quick, that book real quick. So again, this is just more of the spiritual guidance video. I am going to post them separately because the spiritual guidance video, the original one with all the clarifying that we had to do, it is actually like over an hour long and stuff like that. So this should be much more condensed than that. So the first card, I asked for 3 cards, and these are the 3 that literally all fell out the deck together, and it was just 3. So I decided to take those. Kanyini, in each other we find ourselves. And it says that there is a spiritual purpose that only you can fulfill. As you move forward on your journey, you create space for others to move along behind you. And as the ones ahead of you move forward, so too does room open up for your own expansion. Upon this earth, we are all building the sacred temple, each fulfilling our tasks as we assist to support each other in our collective divine mission. How can you help with your heart most actively engaged? What can you offer which inspires and energizes you so much that others are uplifted in your presence? And how can you receive from others joyfully, bringing them pleasure? Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing for our earth. It says in a reading, healing is indicated, especially of wounds about connection and trust, safety and tribe, belonging and permission to be a unique individual. At a physical level, more vitality is indicated and ample energy for healing. At a spiritual level, a deepening awareness of unified consciousness is opening up within you, which will bring you into deeper divine communion and increase your effectiveness as a healing presence and sacred activist in this world. You have a destiny to fulfill, and there will be much help from many different people to fulfill it. The Most High or the universe wants you to succeed. So do not hesitate to ask and receive assistance, for your fulfillment of your own mission helps others. First and foremost, this for sure is in line and confirmation with what the very first portion of you guys' spiritual journey was. Spiritual guidance reading was speaking about, especially as it pertains to manifesting the life that it is that you guys desire. What rings true for me is that in the last reading, I was getting that some of you guys are beginning to open up to your spiritual giftings, and others of you are still trying to keep up with the status quo, and you are maybe still trying to do what is right in the eyes of society. And the truth is that your mission and your purpose, it's got a different path for you to follow. And it's kind of like you guys are, some of you, not everyone, but some of you guys are kind of trying to stay on this path that you're so familiar with versus going to your more spiritual path, which you're beginning to awaken to. So I do feel like this card definitely confirms that. Um, to me, this is indicating that internally you're already feeling this awakening process happen for you. For some of you guys, you're already definitely in this energy, and you are looking forward to meeting your soul tribe. You're looking forward to meet other people who understand now where you are in your life spiritually. And to others, you guys are kind of just waking to that, and you could be nervous. You could be nervous to be, how am I going to fit in now? Where do I belong now? Because before you were adjusting to something else, and now with waking up so suddenly and so quickly, as mentioned before, you're looking for your place now. Again, all over again, you're looking for your place. But you already belong, and you just have to start, walking in your spiritual giftings. You could be awakening to what your spiritual giftings are, and how you can use both your spiritual gifts as well as your natural abilities to create the life that it is that you want to lead. That's more emotionally fulfilling for you. Moving forward, so that we don't take too long, the next card that came out was, oh wow, that's, okay, yeah. The next card that came out was Totemic Puma, or Totemic Puma. And it says Power Awakening. So let's hop into this. Wow, this is beautiful. In a reading, it says, you got this. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intentions, and to achieve your ambitions through methodical steps and applied will. You have the internal resources you need for successful completion, even if no one else recognizes your potential and believes in your future success. In due course, they will understand differently. But by then, you will already be moving on to your next task. Trust your sense of timing, have patience, and when you know it is the time to leap, do so without hesitation. So again, I feel like this is definitely just mirroring and confirming even more the things that came out in your first reading, which I would encourage you guys to go and watch. It's entitled, or it will be entitled, It's Your Season, Aquarius Spiritual Guidance Reading, okay? But yeah, you guys, like, basically this is telling you that you do have all the necessary skill sets, even the will, the energy. You have everything already within you to go ahead and jump into your calling, to jump into what it is that you are being led to do. And it's saying to stop being fearful about it. Stop worrying about how things played out maybe in the past for you. That came up too before in the last reading. Spirit had me to say that maybe some of you guys had tried certain things before and they didn't work in the past, and you could have been experiencing either depression or at least discouragement about trying again. I just feel like this is kind of just like saying, don't worry about it. Try again. Put your whole heart into it. Also, you guys have been learning lessons that are really important. You have been finding out things about yourself spiritually that you cannot ignore anymore, no matter how much you want to. So I feel like this is also encouraging you to tap into your power, tap into your potential, and allow that to help you in making grounding moves. Like when I say grounding, just the tangible things. This is talking about applying method to your madness, if you will. So it's saying, don't be concerned. You got it. You really do. And the Most High is with you. The Most High is with you. Those of you who have been seeking spiritual guidance, those of you who have always been asking the Most High for information, or even for those of you who haven't, but you can feel that the Most High is guiding you, you need to understand that you've got the support right now from the Most High. I mean, really, it's your time. So you might as well just stop trying to run, for those of you, because there are some I mentioned who you guys weren't even trying to walk into your spiritual gifting. Some of you guys weren't even trying to walk down this spiritual path, but then it's like all of a sudden, the Spirit revealed to you that that you got powers, spiritual gifts, and that you needed to learn more about it. And ever since you started learning more about that, you've been feeling this tug on you to keep going in that direction and to learn more about your spiritual giftings and how you can apply it or utilize it, how you can integrate your natural gifts with your spiritual gifts to create the life it is that you want to lead, or even the type of job it is, your life work, whatever it is. You guys have been getting insight about that. And it was just saying that your time, like, this is the appointed time for you guys to manifest things. So you need to start manifesting. Like, it's coming whether you really wanted to or not. Moving forward, this to me is the advice card for you guys. So let's hurry up and get that, because I think that some of you guys just may be concerned as to how to integrate. You know, how am I going to figure out how to utilize my spiritual gifts? How am I going to figure out how to use my natural gifts? So it says, you are on a healing journey. Put your trust in the divine genius of the Great Spirit and the medicine of the earth, through which divine healing can express itself. As you allow your spiritual connection to guide your earthly steps, with synchronicity and divine intervention, you will be supported for a healing journey that will be profound for you. This oracle indicates a healing outcome that will enhance your soul journey. Your soul has healing gifts, and you are meant to participate fully in an exploration of healing that is of interest to you. You are meant to understand how it is that you are a healer in your own unique way, whether that be professionally or in how you are as a person in the world more generally, as part of your life journey. So what this is saying is basically, and that is your advice. Okay, so for some of you guys, like I mentioned in the video before, in part 1, some of you guys are you've been introduced to your spiritual gifting. Some of you guys are seers. Some of you guys are very intuitive. You're psychic. You're able to heal people with touch. You're able to heal people from speaking. You're able to heal people through using tools like herbs and roots and or smells and fragrances, or candle making, or even maybe the way that you prepare food. It could be healing. Okay. What else through readings, things like this, I don't know, but prophetically, you could be prophets and prophetesses. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you could be knowledgeable, you can have information, you could be claircognizant, where you just get information and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's a spiritual gifting as well. You can feel the energy of other people. You could be able to see spirits. Okay. All of these types of things you could be finding out about yourself. And what this oracle instructs you to do is to explore those things. And even if you haven't found out what your spiritual gifting is yet, there could be something that you're extremely passionate about, or just interested in, something that piques your interest. What this oracle is instructing you to do at this time is to find something that's of interest to you, and then begin to study, begin to research it, and maybe even begin to practice that, for the purpose of opening you up and also healing you on your own spiritual journey. So those are the messages, the second part of the spiritual guidance messages for Aquarius at this time. I pray that something resonated with you guys, and I pray that all will be well. All right, so the next thing I'll be doing for you guys is a general tarot reading and a love reading for you guys. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to say peace, love, and light, and shalom to you all.